Happy to be here. Happy everybody came out to this important event, showing your support for the topic. I'll make my remarks brief. I usually have a lot to say, and I'm being limited to a few minutes. I'll be speaking extensively on the topic tomorrow. Somewhere on the Rodeo Drive, you can see Zero attempting to find out where and when, or catch me anywhere around the United States when I speak on this topic. First, I'd like to acknowledge that many of the things said to you earlier this evening are completely true. I know all the Jewish organizations, the American Jewish Committee, the RIF, the ADL, I know them all. And the only one who has been out front on the energy issue is the American Jewish Congress, and they've been out front for a while. I even had an event at a major Jewish organization that was. But when they found out that C-SPAN was going to cover, it, they said, "Oh no, we don't want our name out. We don't want anyone to know we're involved in energy." Now, anyway, let me also say that the people who are honorees today are among the best and brightest that this country has to offer. I'd like to say that the people at American Honda, I know them. I know Steve Ellis. I know others in that organization. They're very, very devoted. They're very mental. They're very intellectual. They're keenly devoted to helping us get off of oil. Second of all, Gal Luft from Set America Free is among the great leaders in this country for mobilizing the political forces and intellectual forces and technological forces to get us off of oil. Mark Abramowitz and Hank Guida from the California Hydrogen Business Council are true leaders in the state of California, and the state of California is looked to by others throughout the world for leadership in getting us off of oil and hopefully on to hydrogen. Alan Blaine has done a yeoman's job of setting a model for fleet purchasing, and I'll talk about that more in just a minute. I won't talk too long. Did I leave anybody else? Yes, and I had the pleasure of knowing Ed here for the last hour or so, and he's the only guy in this room who knows almost as much as I do about the history of the electric car. And his company is doing a hell of a job, and I think we should pay more attention to what Blaine and Kara are doing, and I'll be talking to you about that more later. I'm just going to end now by recognizing some of the important companies and organizations and individuals who are responsible for me publishing my book and being here today to collect this award. I'd like to recognize General Motors for killing mass transit in the United States of America and helping the Hitler regime conquer Europe by motorizing them. I'd like to recognize the Electric Vehicle Company, which in 1904 through 1907 made a conscious decision to kill the electric car in favor of the internal combustion machine and put us on an oil standard that we never needed to be on. I'd like to recognize all the federal leaders that we have had who have lied to us, who have misled us, who have given us lip service, who have been dishonest, who have misled us in every way to not get us off of oil, but to keep us on oil. And in so doing, allow the shift of our treasury out to the Middle East, see our country and our climate become imperiled, and in so doing empower the very people who wish to destroy Israel and destroy the West with nuclear weapons that we are paying for. And I'd like to recognize all of those who have given me a reason to investigate them, to highlight them, and to put their name out in the public for betraying the public trust, as has been done throughout recorded history on the question of oil. The only way we're going to get off of oil, it doesn't matter if Edwin Black and Mark Abramowitz and Ed Begley and a million of our friends every month buy an electric car. Because at the end of 1 year, there's still 220 million gas guzzlers on the road. The only way it's going to happen is if the 28,000 fleets make a decision not to buy hybrids, only to buy non-oil consuming vehicles, electric, flex fuel, forget about corn ethanol, sugarcane ethanol, hydrogen, demand those vehicles, and the manufacturers will rush to produce them. That is now starting with people like Alan Blaine, with people like Ed Kerr. That's the Green Fleet Initiative. Find a fleet manager, shake him by the shirt, and say, get a non-oil using vehicle. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Get off of oil. Now. And not in 10 years. Now. And thank you.
Our next honoree is Dr. Gal Love. Gal is the Executive Director of the Washington-based Institute for the Analysis of Global Security and the Associate Fellow at the Washington Institute for Near East Policy. He's also on the board of Set America Free. Dr. Love holds a degree, a doctorate in strategic studies from Johns Hopkins University and specializes in energy security, the Middle East, strategy, geopolitics, and terrorism. Dr. Gal Love.